Morning, mate. How you doing? Yeah, sorry about the delay in getting the video to you, but never done one before, really, if I'm honest. So just thought I'd take the opportunity to do one, answer your questions that you've got, and just really put that up onto YouTube because YouTube, I believe, well, statistically it's proven that if you can get good on the YouTube, putting lots of content out there regarding obviously what we're doing with USI, it really does drive people to sign up with you. And part of the reason why the sign up process is so important, and something that I haven't really gone into with you in any great deal, is quite simply because you need to start a little bit of traction. There's no point, I don't think, in talking to people if you don't believe in the system that we're operating from. So like I'd said before, I was very sceptical to start. It took me 2 months well, I say 2 months, it took me a few weeks. I think it was about six, well, it's about 2 months to be fair, by the time I actually started putting it out there. And I started putting it out there on Facebook, as you know, pissing off a few people, including the wife. But, that's where the likes of yourself, Jill, Dan Ornstein, people that know me have then started to come in and get involved. And with that, we've now got Mina, Anna Kyoto, and now all the people, Jono, people that I mentioned there, these are people with not, they're not flush with cash. Most of them live hand to mouth. So, it's a case of really inspiring them every day as best I can to put a little bit into this business, because out at the end of it, I firmly believe, that it's going to, it'll take me from rags to riches, I've no doubt. And looking at what you're doing, I really wish the very best for you, because I think that's where you'll be going as well, mate, without question. One of the things that we got to do is quite simply get ourselves out there, yourself included, so that people come to you, sign up with you. The reason's dead simple, Lee. You get paid 10% of every single penny that they spend further down the line. Now that takes me on to rebuys. You brought up rebuys. You're also paid 10% on the rebuys that people make. Now, I'm just looking at your available balance. You've obviously been paid every day, Monday to Friday, of course. And you're at 0.0044 of a Bitcoin. You're now at 15. Where are we? Bitcoin packages. I'm just gonna take us into my back office just to give us a little bit of a handle, really of where we're at. So, as you can see from mine, I'm on 64 packages. My available balance is at 0.0030. Now, lifetime return on capital. This is what I've had back in terms of all the 1% that have come through. So it's not a huge amount, but just to give you some idea, I'll just bring the calculator up. So where are we? 0.1977. Do you know, I've not even checked Bitcoin today. I can't believe it. Let me just check that. So we're at 5654. We're up £138 from yesterday. So 5654 at that rate times 5654. That's 1,100 quid. So, that ain't too shabby if you consider that I started this on the 5th of September. We're now, what are we, 10, 11 weeks into it. Oh, hang on. Just do that again. 0.1977 times 5654, I think it was. There you go. 1,117 quid. So not too shabby considering the amount of time the amount of little time that have been involved. Where does that come from? Obviously the 1% per day, as we know. And it's about compounding. So by keep buying packages, your package level goes up. Now, how do we rebuy? So when that there, if you go into package options, going to place orders the simplest way. So package price is 0.007826 for a Bitcoin. So what we would do, once your available balance is over that, go into rebuy. Now I'm at 0.003, so I can't afford to rebuy at the moment. I need to wait till I get my commissions today. So when my commission comes in through today, when that comes in, I'm getting, well, actually, let's just have a look, because where it shows you, last commission, oh no, hang on, there you go. So return on capital, daily pay. So yesterday I was paid 0.0071 of a Bitcoin, and that was my 1% commission. So if you look at, or may have been, looks quite high, so may well have been a little bit more, 1.2 or whatever. So when that comes in today, plus my 0.003, that'll put me over 0.01 Bitcoin. What that'll give us, clearly, is enough to quite simply go in here, press rebuy, the grand total is 0.008061. I would then, this is where I got yours yesterday, buy for partner, so I would click there, press purchase, and that would give me the rebuy. So, you know, very simply, the best way of doing it, as you know, is to keep rebuying. The reason why, again, I'll use, so I just got to check my coin packets. I got 64. So again, I don't know how familiar you are with this little baby, but I think this is the dogs, mate. I really do. I love this little gadget. So I'm on 64 packages. This is the rebuy calculator. 64 packages. Average return on capital per day. I always just leave it to the 1%, because the reason's very simple. Whether it takes 120 days, or whether it, I know we always say 140 days, but whether it takes 120 days, whether it takes 160 days, you will always get 140% return on capital at the end. So that's what you're guaranteed. Whether we do that on a exact 140 days, you know, is remains to be seen, but it's going to be there or thereabouts. So at 1%, rebuys. This is really handy when you get, you know, when you want to really start taking money out on a daily basis. So you rebuy, you might put in 75% rebuy. So from your daily money coming in, you're taking out 25%, and then you're going to rebuy 75% of your daily income. So that's what that little gadget's for there, really, is to give you some indication of where your account's going. What it really does do is it allows you to acknowledge how much you can take out, but still keep your account going the right way in terms of adding packages into it. So you must also, when you make any changes, you've always got to press the little redisplay button when that comes through, which it has done now. So 64 packages for myself. Why am I doing it for myself? What a clown. Let's do you. 15. We're a dickhead. Apologies, mate. So 15 packages. Return the cap at 1%. Rebuy percentage 100%. So you're going to be rebuying consistently. What that will show, or what that shows here. Now, bear in mind you've got 0.03 already in there. But this is what you're going to get a return every single day. So where you seen mine was I think it's 0.071, you're going to be getting 0.0011. Get the feeling Dan the door can man may well have been telling a few porkies yesterday and has actually bought a package, but who knows. So at the end of the day, as of today, now it's going to be sooner for you because you've got 0.003 of a Bitcoin in your available balance. So if you look at where you sent me here, Actually, get more than that. So you've got where are we? You've got 0.0044 of a Bitcoin. Yes. So rather quite quickly. So you're going to take either 3 or 4 days before you've got enough in there to have a rebuy. So I wouldn't do anything now until you get your first rebuy, because that's when it really starts to motor for you. And as you can see here, so pretend for a second you don't have that available balance. So you've just gone in today. You've just bought 15 packages. Okay, that's how this has worked out. So you're going to get each day 0.0011 return. Your wallet's going to be that, so that's going to be what would be in what your wallet is your available balance. Total package value obviously is what it was when it started, and completed packages, that's the ones that have run out after 140 days. So after 7 days you're going to get a rebuy, after 13 days another rebuy, after 19 days another rebuy. So where you would be, and you can see that the days are getting shorter for your rebuys. So to the point where you're getting a rebuy, where are we? Bear with me a second. Oops. Yeah, so to the point where you're getting a rebuy, sort of every other day, and it just, yep. And here's your packages. So from your 15 packs, try to think how many is in a month. 21 working days, isn't it? Yeah. 22. So there you go, mate. You'll have had 3 rebuys, which will take you up to 18 packages. Where are we now? So I think it's just a look. So it's the 16th, so let's call it 5 weeks till Christmas. Let's do it correctly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Call it 6. So by Christmas, so it's 30 working days. You'll be like 20. So, 20 packs. You'd be amazed at how quickly that manoeuvres, mate. I mean, it's just, obviously this is taking at today's rate of Bitcoin. So because your Bitcoin was bought, a week or 2 back, not quite sure what rate you bought, etc. But if it's more than what it is today, you're going to get more of a return. If it's less, you'll get less. But again, it's not about that. It's just about the fact that you're in it. I mean, Bitcoin, if you think, in a day it's gone up 433. In the week, if you consider in the week that we've had, we went as low as 4,300. It's still up 205. So, it's. I think over the next couple of days, well, fingers crossed. I'd love to see it go over 6, because if it goes over £6,000, then that's obviously the most it's ever been to. So we'll see what happens there. Anyway, that's hopefully covered rebuys for you. You should have one over the next 2 or 3 days. Excuse me. I'm just trying to find out, have a look and see what your other questions were, to be fair. Tokens. Okay, so tokens. Let's go into the token section. So if you're going to place order, but look at tokens. So tokens at the moment, or what the tokens are, is what USI Tech are actually doing. I mean, again, if you don't know, some of the stuff's just blinding, and it's something that when I do my first YouTube video, proper one, that I'm going to give a real insight into the business, how it basically runs, how it's got to where we are today, and what the plans are for the future. And the reason for that is just that if anyone that you're thinking of maybe speaking to come on board, plus yourself, of course, it's just to give you a full insight into the business, because that's probably something that certainly you or anyone else has at the moment. Hang on, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. So yeah, so it's really important that we have that, and to have questions like, what are the packages from you is obviously, from my end, it really does show me the lack of knowledge that I'm putting down, and it's good, and I'm delighted you gave me those questions, because it's an eye-opener for myself. So the plan is to do a YouTube video. I've been away, I managed to set up my channel. I'm spending the mornings when everybody else is sleeping into good use to sort out my USI Tech, obviously my account, and really how I can help people going further down the line, expand the business. Because make no mistake, mate, the great thing about our business is that I earn 10% from what you do, plus 3% of the others, once I've got 3 people who have all got 12 packages. So my first thing is to get 3 people. Obviously, we've got yourself now. The other 2, they'll come. They'll come on without question. But then it becomes, what my job becomes is to really just to help you and others, the other guys in the group, get people below them. Now, one of the ways of doing that, you've come on board probably off the back of knowing me for a considerable amount of time. So there's that element of trust. It's no different from gel and the likes. But what I need to do very quickly to help you and myself go down the right path is stick a YouTube video in, get as much information as we can, do a sort of live event every week. Because I think that will really help. So again, that's anyone that you might know, bring them onto the live event, which will be a webinar of some description, a Google Hangout or whatever. And all that I'm going to do is I'm going to do almost the same video every single week. So I'm going to explain the business all the way through, and then at the end I'll answer any questions. Obviously the change will be from any information that comes through from the company, but it's basically me doing a pitch on video live every single week, and I just think that will massively help your business grow along with everyone else's, along with mine. So I think that'll be a good thing. I'm also going to do a live event, which is probably going to be the closest one I can get, because I want to do it with someone else. So Jeremy, I'm going to do it with Jeremy, and we're going to pick Peterborough. So again, if you've got anyone who wants to get involved and come into a live event, I think the stats are 92% of everyone who turns up actually joins and actually places monetary value to their join. So they actually invest into the business. So again, that type of, along with the webinar support, I think a live event that'll be every 2 weeks. That'll really support you as well. Cup of tea, mate. We're nearly running out of tea bags. Disaster. Back to packages. As you can see here, what the packages are, the November, so was it November 4th? Yeah, no, it was October, wasn't it? Back end October, had the big London live event, where every man and his dog went to. I mean, I didn't go, near the Jeremy, funnily enough. He had family commitments. But yeah, so off the back of that has come, amongst other things, these tokens. Now, what the tokens are is basically it's an ICO. It's a coin offering. It's an interested coin offering. I think that's what the I stands for. I can't quite remember, but it's definitely coin offering. So basically, this is a little bit like being given the option to purchase shares before the shares are actually released onto the market. It's where an awful lot of people make an awful lot of money. So what we're doing here is having the ability to buy tokens. It's basically investing into the company, no more, no less. And the tokens are, when the amount is hit, which is 500 million tokens. When 500 million tokens are sold, I think it's immediate coin offering, ICO. Then basically the 500 million tokens, that will go to the exchange. The exchange will give the tokens a value. The tokens then become coins. So in other words, the coins are given a value. And once the coins are given a value, what then happens is, quite simply, that comes back to whatever the value is. That would then go into the back office for the amount of tokens that you've actually bought. So if you bought a silver package, you got 100 tokens. If you buy a gold package for just shy of $2,500, you'll get 5,000 tokens. Now this bonus, basically, if you've bought a gold package before 125 million tokens have been sold, now bearing in mind the amount of tokens that have been sold, where are we? We're here. Tokens sold 43 million. So, it's amazing how fast that's gone. Well, that's been like this since the 1st of November, so I mean, we're only talking 2 weeks. And this is all done to the people within the business. So this isn't, no one else has been offered these tokens, just the people within the business. And once it gets to 500 million, then it'll go to the exchange. The exchange them for coins. It then becomes, it's then like Bitcoin. It's a cryptocurrency. Now, what makes our tech coin, it's what it's called, tech coin. What makes that actually really quite exciting? So I'll just go back to the page that was on. What makes this really quite exciting is the technology that we're taking TechCoin and what it's about. So USI Tech have got into partnership with someone. I will get the name. I can't remember the guy's name now because I haven't written it down, but I will get it for you. He's a multi-billionaire. He owns over 50 companies. He's just patented, and these are all technology companies. And what this guy's done is just patented, or whatever the word is, a system. And what that does is that cools. It manages to cool the computers that are doing the mining, and it then takes the heat that they create. So in one step it cools them, but it takes the heat that they create and turns that into electricity somehow and puts it back into into computers. To make one Bitcoin, or to mine one Bitcoin at the moment, is over $1,000. And most of the vast majority of that cost is put into electricity. So this little gadget is going to it's going to reduce the costs, the electricity costs of mining, by 90%, thereabouts. So I'll get the full facts for you. So that, now this fella's joined the company, so it's like a partnership with the tokens. Obviously, that's part and parcel where the join has come. So USI now own the patent for this because they're in cahoots. This fella, he's now part of the business. So the tech coin, as we call it, what's going to make that successful is you've got a system whereby we can reduce the cost of electricity massively. To take it to almost zero for mining cryptocurrency. On the other hand, with it, what you've also got is you've got a system that's been rolled out It's happening. It's not, it's not out yet. And what this is, ATM machines. I think they're putting out something like 30 million or 3 million. I can't quite remember figures. I've got to get all this information to do my YouTube video, but it's a lot of ATM machines, and in the ATM machine you can go in, you can get your money, like any other ATM machine. You go in and do, take money out, or you can also go in and do your cryptocurrency transactions. So you can buy crypto, Bitcoin especially. You can sell it. You can, and it can all be done on the ATM machine. Now, how that will affect us is we're going to be able to, in order to get these driven out, we're going to be offered the choice of a license. We're going to be offered the choice of a license to actually it's not purchase them, but it's basically rent them. So we can actually put them out somewhere, and from there, anyone that uses the machine has got the option to join your team. So it's something along those lines. So I think majority-wise, it's all based around this electricity. So that's what the tech coin or tech coin's about. Once it gets to 500 million, where are we? I know I sound very vague on tech coin, but I will find out a lot more about it. But yeah, 42 million figures. Once it gets to 500 million, I'll go to the exchange. Excuse me. But the figures for us is 125 million. When it gets to 125 million, that's where these, in terms of the package options and these bonuses kick in. So if you bought a gold package before 125 million tokens are sold, you will end up with 10,000 tokens. If you buy one after 125 million are sold, you will have 5,000 tokens. Ruby package, similar sort of system, although there is a second bonus level. Emerald package, again, it's getting into funny money here, but let's face it, if you end up with 1.6 million tokens, you've invested $44,000. I mean, I don't know what they're going to start, but even if they come out and they're $1, if they come out or started at $1, you get $1.6 million for a £45,000 investment. Not bad, but who knows where it'll start with. The one thing I can tell you right now is that the reason the business is going for 500 million of these coins having been bought is when Bitcoin started, there's hardly any. There was people getting, they were getting mined and kept. But TechCoin, when it starts, 500 million will have been sold. 500 million tech coins will have been owned by us. So I think that will take it to a level in the marketplace which will be higher, certainly, than what a lot of these these coins are sold at. Again, don't forget, the business is run by very intelligent people. Well, I'm hoping that covers that question. And should it be shown monetary commission yet, or what doubt to convert this from Bitcoin? Right, so monetary commission, how you get that, where's mine? So commissions, last commission payout. Yeah, so what that is this is commissions from the people that are in your team. So my lifetime commission is 0.0154. So for all the people that are in my team, the commissions that I've had from them are 0.0154. Now what that equates to, 0.0154 times £5,654 equals. So as you can see, between yourself, Dan Onstein, Jill, and whoever else has bought a package, I've made £87. Now, it don't sound a lot, especially when you won 150, you bastard, but listen, no, well done. But it don't sound a lot, but if you think, that's only with a few people. Now, and that's done over 2 weeks, really. Now, can you imagine if you get 10 people, 20 people. This is how the likes of Jeremy and a lot of these really successful guys in USI have really managed to pounce through, and that is just by spreading the word, like I've done with you guys, because there's so many people in the business that have come into the business as paupers, and it's totally transformed their life. And with that, you know, a little bit like what attracted me to it is the fact that it's for your man on the street. You know, this, you don't have to be some guru to get involved in this or risk loads and loads of money. You know, to a lot of those guys that risk, you know, 100 grand on the stocks and shares, you know, it's like 50 quid to us. And that's the key factor, is that, you know, it's very little of an outlay that we don't notice, 50 quid, but can then start to see a return, and then how we manage the business from that can really pay us dividends. And that's what really attracts me to this business. I'm on 64 packs, you're on 15, mate. You seen what I put out from Jeremy yesterday? He's on 1,400 packs. That's just nonsense. And when I first spoke to Jeremy, which was back in July, I think it was, he didn't even have 400 packs. So just goes to show how quickly it's moved for him. Right, but yeah, so that's monetary commission. So back to waffling on. Yeah, so what that is 0.154. That's the commission from the people that you bring into the business, yeah? And then this shows you what the last one that was received. So these boxes here, my return on capital per day. So yesterday I was paid 0.0071%. 0.0071 Bitcoin, which equates to, let's just have a peek. So 0.0071 of a Bitcoin times 5654. 40 quid, obviously less than that because it was done yesterday, but yeah, there you go. That's what I'm getting per day, which is nearly enough to buy a pack. So, but don't forget, a lot of my packages, although I've only been doing sort of 2, 3, 4 per day, if you look at where my packages came from, which I'll show you, so I think this is Portland Buy, I'm not sure. Oh, it's been a bought for you. Active Bitcoin packages. Right, so if you go right to the start of when I started, and the reason I get actually more, and this will be you in a month or two. Oops. Because when I started, if you look on the 4th of September, I was getting whereas now you get when you $50 quid's worth of Bitcoin is worth 0.08. Well, if you look up here, what was the one that I bought? Rebuy 0.0081 of a Bitcoin. So one package is worth 0.0081, yeah? That's today. When I started, the 4th of September, a package was worth 1.36. So, you know, and I mean, as you can, there's one there, 0.143, 0.138. There's one package, 0.161. Well, that's like having 2 packages today. So I get an awful lot more value return from a Bitcoin. That's why my packages go up so quickly. You know, if you like, on that basis. So, and that's the key factor, that again, being in a level where you know, it's where you are as well. But this is why a lot of the guys have really taken off. The momentum comes and it really goes, because the price of Bitcoin goes up. Your packages were bought when the Bitcoin was lower, so you're just getting more in terms of your daily return, which then allows you, because then your 50, when you go in to buy a package, it's so much cheaper. Before you know it, your rebuys are an awful lot less in comparison. So it's what's allowing me to very quickly, because if you think, when I spoke to you, I think I was on 40 packages. You know, I've gone up 33% in that short time. I mean, when did you come on? We sell it. So I'm just looking to see when you came on. We sell it. Registered. So you thinking that, Lee, this is 16, so in 17 days I've gone from 43 packages to 64. And I'm only doing my 2 a day. I bought 2 extra ones the other day, which is when you went up to 12, so yesterday, the day before. That was because I felt it was right to maybe buy a couple more. So, you know, it's amazing how quickly this thing goes, and you know, just amazed every day I look at it. So anyway, that hopefully covers the tokens. Where were we? So what were your questions again? To the best of my ability, every time you buy a Bitcoin package, you get a free token, by the way. That's what that is. So I've covered the rebuys, covered the tokens, covered the commissions. I think that covers just about everything then, mate. So I'm going to delete it. Well, I'm going to stop this video now. I'm going to hopefully upload it to my YouTube channel without any snags. I'll send you the link so you can go and view it. Do me a favour, just can you give me proper critique? Yeah, you don't need to criticise me to the hilt, of course. Keep it clean, baby. And I don't want smoke blowing up one's arse. So just proper critique about the video, how it's come across, how natural was it, did I look like a twat, should I clean anything up, is there anything I need to do to come across both professional and human, is probably the best way of putting it, because I don't want to come across as, you know, Mr. Professional. Well, I do, but very much with a human element. So your critique will be well received, mate. Alright, hopefully that's covered it for you. It's now 26 minutes past 6 from sunny Disney World in Florida, and me switching off. Have a great day.